Hello everyone, my name is Quinjet and I'm back with another video. Today I will be reviewing this big Avengers set. It doesn't even say Endgame because I believe they were trying to not spoil the name of the movie before it even came out. So yeah, it just says Avengers up here. Has the little Avengers logo down here. This is set number 76126, the Avengers Ultimate Quinjet. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm probably going to be making a whole separate video talking about how the sets compare to the actual movies, and it's going to be full of spoilers and such. So you're not going to be seeing any kind of comparison to the actual movie in any of my reviews. But yeah, as you can see, it's basically the ultimate Quinjet. You can see on this side of the box, you've got like the actual cinematic characters, and then on this side, you've got the little minifigure characters. I really like how that turned out. I think it looks really good. The characters that comes with is two Chitauri warriors, Rocket, Hawkeye, we got Black Widow, and Thor. It has 838 pieces and retails for $79.99, so pretty great price to part ratio. On the back, you can just see some of the functions of the set, some of the play features and different angles and looks at it. So yeah, basically gonna open this up and review it. So here's the set all built up, but of course before we talk about the build itself, let's take a close look at all of the little minifigures. So first, I guess we'll start with Thor, and as you can see, he's rocking his advanced tech suit, or quantum realm suit, that almost every single one of these superheroes has in all the sets, except for Iron Man and Captain Marvel. So it's a little bit disappointing, but on the other hand, it's a really cool looking print. As you can see, you got some nice printing on the front of the torso and on the back with all those tiny little metallic dots, and I think that just looks so good. They did a really good job on the print, kind of making you feel better for getting it over and over again. But as you can see, he's got his weird build for Stormbreaker, which doesn't look that good. It looks a little bit disproportionate. As far as height goes, it's pretty good, but then the blade and the hammer just looks way disproportionate. The face print is great, looks a lot like him, a lot better than the first Thor face print that we've got. And then he also has an alternate face with his supercharged lightning eyeballs. Again, we have another Quantum Realm suit, which again looks really good with that great metallic printing, and yeah, I don't know, something about little dots that shine really gets to me. But as you can see, it's the Black Widow with her Jyn Erso face, and honestly, I don't feel like this hair piece was the best. She kind of had a braid in the movie, and she had kind of blonde on the tip, so I really think it would have been cool if they used a different hairpiece, but for what it is, it looks pretty good. She also has an alternate face, and on the back, it's just a very aggressive, battle-ready face, and again, some great torso printing on the back. Next up, we've got Hawkeye, and you know, that hairpiece does not look right. It probably looks the most fitting out of all the hairpieces that they have, but he totally was almost bald on the side of his head, so I feel like we should have gotten a new hairpiece for this guy. I mean, I feel like it would have been great. Also, he's got a Han Solo face from the Solo movies. He kind of had a little bit of stubble in the movie, so if we had gotten some of that, that would have been great, but nope, we're gonna reuse other existing faces just to cut down on price. As you can see, he's got kind of his classic looking bow. It's good. I mean, his bow in the movie definitely was not the one that he's used in the other movies. It definitely was kind of looking like this, so I guess that was a good choice. And then he's got this cool little quiver in the back, which is great. And of course, he's got his Quantum Realm suit. Here is Rocket, and yay, we finally got a new print. And no, I'm not talking about his face. His face print is exactly the same. It's his shoulder pads. His shoulder pads are now printed metallic gray instead of brown. That's, I don't know, something about his face, I feel like we need a new looking one. He looks way too just happy. I don't know. Like, it's kind of fitting, but I feel like we could use a new one. As you can see, he's also got this big gun, as he always does, built using the gun piece that we got from Galaxy Squad and Alien Conquest. It doesn't look good by itself, but whenever you add pieces to it, I guess it looks a little better. He's of course got his Quantum Realm suit, but he's got short legs to just to show how short he is, even if he's still extremely tall, even with the short legs. And then on the back, he's got his little kind of rubbery tailpiece, and I know some people didn't really like the fact that you could see that little gray line down there, but I mean, it kind of looks like a belt, even though these suits don't have belts. But yeah, it would have been cool if we got like a dual molded tail with the white connector piece right here and then the gray tail. That would have been cool. But, you know, it's a pretty cool minifigure nevertheless. So here is the set all built up, and honestly guys, this is indeed the ultimate Quinjet. I love everything about it. I love all the slopes, the inverted slopes, the sloped tile pieces. I love the contrast, like the navy and the orange contrast. It looks so good. There's just something about it that just really pops and just makes it unique from all the other Quinjet sets. And I love the parts usage. It was very cleverly put together. And I just honestly have so much respect for whoever designed this. The build experience was superb as well. Like, it was so fun to build, to put together. It actually reminded me of like the build experience of the Benatar, which like was the Guardian's ship. And yeah, so I'm kind of thinking that the designer for that set was also the designer for this set. But talking more about the set itself and the features, at the front you've got really nice slope pieces that gives it a really smooth look. And again, you've got this really cool kind of orange translucent cockpit windshield thing, which flips open really nicely. And then on the inside, you've got room for your character. The chair here is not quite as amazing as the first Quinjet chair was, but again, if you're trying to make a really sleek model, you want to have like the cockpit area really small to give it kind of that aerodynamic look. And I think they really did that very well. Over here, I love those pieces. Something about them just really pops. They definitely look so good right there. Just, I don't know why, it just does. And then those, yeah, they're using the sloped semi-chrome grill pieces that I love. I love seeing those here. They're so cool. And of course, you got your stud shooters. Let's see if we can knock anyone over. I'm always unsuccessful with this kind of stuff. Let's see. Here we go. See, it doesn't even, stud shooters suck. They're so ineffective. They barely do anything. They just tap the character and then you lose the stud. Oh wait, no, I can see it. Okay. But coming over to the wings, you see you got some nice stickers here. You got the A61, not exactly sure if that means anything in particular. Over here you've got the Avengers A symbol, which they have on everything that has to do with Avengers. Then over here you got these nice slope pieces here. They look really sleek, and even these Technic pieces on kind of a ball joint that you can move it around, but I'm pretty sure the suggested look is like kind of like that. Got these cool little circle things that spin around. They use these exact pieces on the Benatar, just in like a blue color. So again, it just really reminds me of the Benatar's overall build. Then on the back, you've got this little angle thing that connects perfectly over here to the other part of the set. And then you've got these cool little jet engine things on the back, both identical, just with kind of a inverted build style. You've got both these little black fins on each side, which they kind of do with every single Quinjet. And they use these cool little shield pieces that were first introduced in Nexo Knights, which I think fits this really well. They also have this little sticker on both sides. It looks so good. Even got these little grill pieces back here again. And yeah, pretty much identical on this side. And that's pretty much it with the outside. We can go ahead and head to the interior, which you can access by just flipping open this panel. And then that little orange windshield thing. Then you've got this really roomy interior. You've got two little chairs right there, a bunch of little clips there that you can clip the weapons to. So kind of with that clip on the top there, you can put the bow and arrow right up there. Then Stormbreaker can probably go like right here. I'm not exactly sure. This is the first time I've done that. And then that other clip, you can clip the just the little gun right there. Then I think they've got two clips down there for these little lightsaber things that they gave to Black Widow, which I still don't think look very good for that piece. I feel like they could have made like a new mold or something, but I don't think those pieces were the best choice. Then you got the chairs. You just stick your little character. I don't even know if Hawkeye's gonna fit with his little quiver. It probably won't. You put Thor right here, and you can put Rocket right here. You can just stand him back here. And as you can see, they actually added in a fire extinguisher back there, which they do in almost every single one of the Marvel sets. Like a lot of the bigger Marvel sets, they add in a little fire extinguisher. And you can just flip that down. Oh, hang on a second. You'll have to like turn Stormbreaker upside down, or else that's not gonna. There we go. There we go. I got it. That can flip open. You can put Black Widow right there. She can pilot the ship. There we go. Now let's talk about more of the interior, which is comes in over here. You've got this little ramp that flips open, and the reason they have that is for this thing right here. This is a three-wheeled motor bike. It's like a tricycle, but a motor trike. There we go. It's a motor trike. Because it's not really a tricycle, because tricycles drive like this, but this is driving like this. I don't know why they would do this. I guess it's generous of them to want to include more pieces than they already did, but this just didn't really pull that off very well. The shaping is just weird. Just so weird. You feel like they should be facing this way, but they're not facing this way. You've also got these two little stud shooters up here, which I don't know if you're supposed to, but you can move them a little bit due to the fact that they're on these kind of 2x1 plates that are rounded, so they kind of have a little bit of flexibility. Then of course you got the stud shooters. Come on, here we go. Ah, jeez. But that can actually fit in the back here. But before we do that, we've also got this little thing that flips on out. It's like a little turret thing. It's like the 6 stud shooter turret that, you know, you do that and then they go everywhere. We've got studs everywhere. Alright, hey. There we go. But anyway, you can fit this thing in the back here just by pushing that in, and it goes right on in there. Yep, there you can see. And this thing flips on in like this. So you can fit both of those in there at the same time. I know a lot of people were like, hey, you can't fit the bike and the turret in at the same time, but you can. I just showed you, you can. They fit perfectly. There is no hindrance at all. But what's sad is that you get all this space in there, and a lot of people would want to like put the other Avengers in there as well. So yeah, I mean, look at all that space with the turret out and the bike out. You've got all this space that could fit a good like 8, maybe 5. I don't know, maybe 5 minifigures in there. I don't know. You probably fit quite a bit, maybe even 10. You can fit a lot of minifigures in there, but you can't access it like you can the other part. Like right here, you got these cool little things that flip out, and then you can put your minifigures in there. They're really squeezed, but then you can't do that here, because I guess they're just assuming that you would always have that little bike. So that's kind of a letdown. They actually use a pretty interesting piece right here with that little slot in there. I don't know, but it's kind of a letdown that you got all that extra space, but then you're not able to fit other superheroes in there because you can't access it very well. So that's just a little bit disappointing. But overall, I think that's pretty much it. There isn't really any landing gear, so it's gonna be like sitting flat down. So that's a little sad too, because then the ramp can't like push the little bike thing out. It's just kind of flat. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it. It was probably a very, very long review. It's been a while since I've reviewed a huge set, but this is definitely one of probably the best of the Marvel Avengers Endgame sets in the whole wave. I think it's either this or the Hall of Armor. Those were some of the best ones. I haven't yet reviewed the Compound Battle. I probably will do that sometime, but this has been probably one of the best ones so far. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe if you enjoy my content. And if you are subscribed, be sure to hit the bell icon to stay up to date on everything that I post. And stay tuned for some more reviews sometime, not exactly sure when, but hopefully I'll be getting some more videos out after this. And I am working on a custom minifigure, so that should be coming out sometime in the near future. Don't know when, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.